Hello again, dweebs. Right, in this video I'm going to be explaining how to do purging. This is where your botters take all the stuff that they've collected in the warehouse and give it to a trader. I'm going to explain how to do that. So, first of all, we need to sort out proxies. Now, I have in my proxy list here, I have two groups of proxies. I've got group 1 and group 2. Now let's imagine that group 1 is the only group that I've ever used for hunters. So group 2, I've never used these IPs for hunting, so they should be safe to use for a trader. So I'm going to use these accounts which I created earlier in an earlier tutorial. Now I'm going to use one of these accounts as a trader, and I'm going to use the rest of them as hunters, which are going to purge onto the trader. Now normally you would have a specific account set for trading, but just for this example I'm just going to use one of these. So I'm going to set the account I want to use as a trader to use the trading script, and I'm also going to set that as group 2, so that will log in on a different IP to the rest of these. It will log in on an IP that's never been used for hunting. And on these four I'm going to select purge warehouse like that. Okay, that's the first stage. The second stage is we're going to do a bit of script editing. Now, I know this is a bit complicated, but what I wanted to do is to show you how flexible Chrome is for things like this. And script editing is something you're probably going to eventually end up doing. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, the trader script, as standard, goes to the blacksmith. Now, it was okay when the bot first came out, but nowadays it makes it a bit obvious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that from the blacksmith to the market, so that the trader will go and stand in the market and wait for people to trade him. But what I'm also going to do just before that is I'm going to set no KS18. No KS18 is basically like ticking this, avoid players. What that does is it causes the trader to find somewhere in the market where there's no one around. So he's never standing around everyone, giving the game away. And if anyone comes near him while he's standing there, he'll piss off somewhere else and find somewhere else that's free. So it's a very good idea to do. So that's that sorted out. Now the purge warehouse script, we're going to change this slightly as well. Again, we're going to put no KS18. Oops, not enough. It's just, yeah, no KS18. Again, with the trader, when no KS18 is set, when avoid players is set, the trader, when he's hanging around waiting for because sometimes the trader can piss off and start composing and warehousing stuff, so he's not always available. So while the trader's not available and your hunter is waiting to trade for him, no KS18 will do the same thing. It will make sure that he's not waiting anywhere where there is anybody else who can see him, so it doesn't give the game away. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen it on your server when there's hundreds and hundreds of random named players just standing around in one area, and that's what they're doing. They're waiting for a trader, and it's kind of obvious. So that stops that from happening. And also here at the end. Now, end in a script is pretty self-explanatory. It causes the script to end. But what we're going to do is we're going to change that from end to exit. Exit is different to end because it causes the bot to completely shut down. Well, it causes that character's account to completely shut down and close down, like you've killed it. This then allows another account to log in, because we don't want to be purging all of our accounts at once. We want to do it one by one. So this allows that to happen. So we've edited the scripts the way we need them now. So we're now going to go into the configuration for the bot. Now, connections per IP 1, you probably want to leave that as it is, but now total connections we're going to change to 2 and save. probably want to restart Chrome at that point. But now, if we select all of these, well, what we want to do is we want to start that one first. That's the first account we want to start. And we want to wait for that one to log in, which it probably won't because I don't think my proxies are too great now. But we'll wait and see. No, it's logged in, okay. And that account will now bugger off to the market and stand there waiting. This proxy is very slow. Okay. So now that account is waiting to trade, we can now start all these others. Now I'm not actually going to start these because they won't have anything on them. They're only level 4, level 7, etc. To demonstrate this properly, I would need to use accounts that actually have stuff on that they can trade. But to do that, I would have to give away their account names and passwords and things to everyone, which obviously I'm not going to do. So what you would do anyway is select all of these 4 and then start those. Now, because you've got total connections at 2 and you've already got 1 logged in, only one of these will connect. So one of the accounts will connect. It will run the purge warehouse. It will purge all its stuff off to the trader, and then that account will disconnect, and it will go black. Then there'll only be 1 account online, and then it will allow another one to log in, purge its warehouse, shut down. Then the next one will log in, and so on and so on. That way, you're purging all your accounts automatically, but you're doing them one at a time, which is the best way to do it. And that's it. That's how you do it. That's the best way to purge your accounts safely, using the proxy groups properly. Alright, see you soon. Bye.